kind of on a top secret bait. The most controversial bait in your tackle box.
Oh, that is poison. Good grief. Feels like I got 2 of them. Oh, he come off.
Good grief, you kidding me? That is a beautiful spot right there. And I mean, a daggum big. Bam! The Alabama rig. I ain't calling it an A-rig, it's an Alabama rig. I don't know this guy, but a guy named Andy Poss invented this deal or made it. I don't know what he's doing now. He may be making A-rig still. I ain't got a clue. There's a lot of like controversy about this bait. You know, it's just one of them deals like, do you throw it? Do you like throwing it? Can you throw it in tournaments? Will you throw it? Do you hate throwing it? We all know it catches them, but it's kind of a hassle to throw. It's heavy. It gets hung up. Not to mention it's expensive. It costs a lot of money to throw it. You've got all these daggone swim baits. Oh God, and then you break it off. You're just like, oh my God. Oh God, there goes $25. Today, we're gonna chunk a rig around and see if we can catch some. And what my goal is today is to try to debunk some myths about an A-rig. One of the most common myths about an A-rig is, oh, it makes a hero out of a zero. We all hear that. It makes a great fisherman out of a mediocre fisherman. Well, I don't believe in that. I believe it's just a bait. It's another piece of tackle in your arsenal. That's what I feel. Let me tell you what is not controversial. This dude catches them like good. My goodness, he catches them. I fished tournaments before where you ain't throwing this, you're getting beat. I ain't saying that all the time, but I fish tournaments like right now when it's cold. This is the deal. And this bait just draws fish so much, like it just draws them to it. You throw a regular bait out there and you may have one, you know, come up after it. That's fine. The biggest reason why this bait is so good is it creates competition between the fish. If you throw a steak in the yard with 10 dogs, those 10 dogs might not be hungry, but they're gonna eat it before the other dog gets it. You know what I'm saying? So if you reeling through there a steak, you hook a hook on there, don't do this. But you're sitting there reeling, one of them dogs is coming after it. You know what I mean? One of them says, give me that. Let me get that. Put my favorite color on there, little magic shad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not against throwing it. I ain't one of these guys that are like completely against it. And we're gonna dive into this later today. But I'm not like a big fan of throwing, you know what I mean? Like I wanna figure the fish out and like I wanna catch them on regular baits. If I throw this, I'm not just slinging them around. You know, I'm not just going down the bank, just throw it. I throw them on specific places. I'm targeting specific fish. That's how I like throwing. We're sitting below a dam right now. Everybody knows where we're at. We're sitting below a dam on the Coosa River. And like, if you up here in a tournament or on the Coosa River, or anywhere below these dams, Tennessee River is like, oh God, that's where it originated. But you better watch out, because you might get hit in the dome of one of these. Oh my God, because everybody's throwing. So y'all seen it, I just rigged it up. So let's chunk this around and see what we can do. What's the flavor? What's the flavor? Oh, that's a good flavor. That's a good flavor right there. That's a good flavor. How about that little flavor? Oh, chunky. Look how pretty. Pretty boy. How about that? I like him. I like him. Big striper. Big striper. Get your big old butt up in here. You'll also catch, good grief, you will also catch a big old stripe on one of these suckers. Took a rip my daggum arm off, huh? There you go, buddy. Thank you for fighting. Alright guys, here's the setup. That gum. I'm trying to wait on all these people running around and cutting down trees to tell y'all what my setup is. Here's my setup for Alabama rig. Alright, now let me throw this out there. I know everybody throws a rig, and it's personal preference. I know a lot of guys, they throw it on fluorocarbon, you throw it on 30-pound braid, 80-pound braid, whatever. I mean, here's what I throw it on. 50-pound cigar braid, smackdown braid. Any Alabama rig, no preference. I mean, like this, and this is like a little flash mob or whatever. But any Alabama rig, 8-ounce heads, and I put like a quarter in the middle. I mean, that's what I've always done. It ain't no real big deal. 1/8 ounce is about perfect. You can go lighter if you're throwing it up shallow, like a 1/16 ounce. 3.3 saucy swimmers, magic shad color is what I like throwing. The rod, 7.6 heavy. Pro Series, my favorite, and then just a regular 7-1 reel. 7.6 rod. I know there's like this big giant debate on you got to throw this big flipping stick for an Alabama rig. You ain't got to throw no flipping stick. I like a 7.6 is fine. I mean, you can control it. It ain't wearing you down. 7.6 heavy. Got a good tip on it. That's my Alabama rig setup. That's what I throw it. Now, as far as throwing it around stuff, there's like a technique specific place to throw it, like in a school or off of a ledge, or you can just go down the bank. I mean, I'm telling you, I fished tournaments and got beat down here easily a bunch by people literally just going down the bank, throwing it in front of docks, throwing it in front of brush. I mean, there's tons of targets you can get a bite at down this whole bank or down any bank. But that right there draws them. I mean, like literally, like there'll be a fish way over here, it'll draw them all the way to your bait, and they can't help it. They just eat it. Like, we can't throw this in Major League Fishing. You know, bass can't throw it. Any professional tournaments, you can't really throw it in. Some like BFLs and all that, you can throw 3 hooks. Here, okay, I'll just tell you this. I am a fan of an Alabama rig. I think it's an amazing bait. I mean, I love it. I mean, I love catching them on it. It's fun. The only downside that I do not like about it is I fish below dams a lot, and I like fishing current. I've literally been using regular baits, swim baits, jerk baits. Dude, this right here out catches them. I mean, it really, really does. I've thrown a jerk bait on places and literally threw in there 10 times and can't get them to bite. You throw that in there one time and you almost catch them 2 at a time. I mean, it's that good. And what the deal is like, I really think if they allowed an Alabama rig in those tournaments, it would almost be like you have to throw it. Like around here, around the house, I ain't saying you gotta go throw an Alabama rig to win tournaments, because there's some guys that go flip grass, they go flip all day and have 21 pounds flipping, you know. But consistently right now, this is probably the best bait for sure. I mean, like everywhere. I mean, I guarantee it, if you go to Guntersville, you probably gonna need one of these. And I mean, they get conditioned to it, but it catches them, flat out catches them. I love catching them. It's fun. I don't get to throw it a lot, but I think I'm gonna go catch another one. Let's go try and catch another one.
What are you talking about up on the show? Ah, here it comes. Okay.
Little fat boy. Look how fat they are, guys. He ain't no biggie. He ain't no biggie, but he's fat. I'm talking fat, buddy. That's what I'm talking about. Just another one. Another one. Gosh, that's a freaking big one. Oh, that ain't taking good grief. Good night. Look at that one, boys. Straight tank. I'm talking about a daggum tank, dude. Look how big he is. Holy smokes. Look at that one, boys. Oh my gosh, man. That is a beautiful spot right there. And I mean, a daggum big. I kind of want to wait now. I'm gonna say 314. 4-4. Straight tank. There she is, boys. I'm talking about a big one. And that's why you throw a rig, because they bite it. It's unbelievable. It might be the best bait ever made. They eat him. All right, buddy. We'll see you. All right, guys, that wraps it up for us. Ended up throwing a rig around. Caught us a couple bigs. Ain't nothing wrong with throwing a rig. So here's my thoughts on the infamous Alabama rig. Throw it. If you can throw it, throw it. I mean, I would. I mean, this time of year, it's winter time. All over the country, I guarantee it, they biting a rig. So if you can throw it, throw it. I ain't nothing against it. We can't throw it a lot. I don't even, this is like literally the only rig that I own. And when fishing gets tough and it's water temps like 50 and they start floating around on shad, this is the best thing to throw. You throw it anywhere. Throw it in schools of fish, go down the bank with it, throw it around brush, riprap, up at the dam. I mean, just anywhere. You throw it on grass lines to get bit. I don't know, I have fun. I don't get to throw a rig a lot, so I got out here on my home lake, chunked them around, caught a couple bigs. I think I'm gonna keep them tied on as long as I can. They won't let me throw them on MLF, so I'm gonna chunk them around a little bit longer. But I appreciate you guys tuning in. Like I said, this video is just your basic Alabama rig. You know, I went through the setup earlier. That's what I throw it on. If you hadn't thrown an Alabama rig, I know it's kind of aggravating, but I would suggest chunking it because they bite him. Appreciate it, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Until next time, go buy your rig, chunk him around, just wherever you want to do. Just go have fun. See you guys.